Hello, hello, hello. What's up? It's your girl Twan the Mystik from housemystik.com. What's up? And welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? My name is Twan the Mystik. I'm a tarot reader, astrologer, and musician, okay? And if you're interested in pick a cards, astrology, esoteric knowledge, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new, okay? So let's get into today's reading. Okay, so today's reading is all about your future kids, okay? I've been wanting to do this reading for a long time, but I was like, are people gonna vibe with this, But I don't care. Well, not I don't care, but like I I need to stop doubting myself basically. Anyway, so this reading is basically for those of you that have kids or want to have kids in the future, and this reading will be telling you what they will be like, what they need from you, maybe some of their talents, even their signs, things like that. So, yeah, let's get into it. Pick the pile, the crystal, or the symbols, or the numbers that you feel the most drawn to, okay? So, pile number one is, well, it's the heart shape crystal, the heart shaped rose quartz crystal. And the symbols on here are the symbols for Venus and Jupiter, and the numbers, or the number, is 222. Okay, so for pile number two, we have orange calcite, and the symbols on here are the symbols for Uranus and the sun, and then we have 1212. And then for pile number three, we have what is this? Smoky quartz. Why I couldn't remember. Smoky quartz. And then we have the symbols for Mars, and then for the moon, and we have number 1313. Okay, so yeah, pick the pile, the crystal, the symbols, or the number that you feel the most drawn to, and then go to the timestamps in my description or in my comment section and click on your timestamp, and I'll see you at your reading, okay? Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number one with the heart-shaped rose quartz crystal and the symbols for Venus and Jupiter and the number 222. Okay. So, yes, let's get into it and see what your future child will be like. First, let me read this number, 222, and see if it will have anything to do with this reading. Okay, so we have angel number 222 encourages you to take a balanced, harmonious, and peaceful stance in all areas of your life. The message is to keep the faith and stand strong in your personal truth. Angel number 222 tells you that everything will turn out for the best in the long term. Do not put your energies into negativity. Be aware that all is being worked out by spirit for the highest good of all involved. Angel number 222 is also reminding you to keep up the good work you are doing as the evidence of your manifestations are coming to fruition. Angel number 222 is a message of faith and trust from your angels. Remember that nothing happens by chance and everything happens for a reason. Maintain a positive attitude, and you will find that everything will have positive results and you will receive abundant blessings in divine right timing. Okay, so this pile is making me wonder if, like, first of all, some of you guys, because I did do this reading for those of you that don't have kids yet. So it's making me wonder if some of you guys that are going to be watching this pile don't have kids, and you've been wondering, will I have kids? Maybe you've had issues with fertility or, something like that. I feel like this is confirmation that you will have kids or something, or something like that. I keep saying or something like that. But yeah, I definitely feel like for those of you that are looking to have babies or whatever, this is your sign that they are coming very soon. Okay, just keep the faith, keep the faith. But for those of you that already have kids, this is making me think that your kid, because look, we have Venus and Jupiter, so this is making me think that your kid has powerful Venus Jupiter in their chart, or they will have if you don't have kids yet. They have powerful Venus aspects, powerful Jupiter aspects, and then also it's making me think that, especially since it has to do with like harmony, peace and harmony and balance and stuff like that. It's making me wonder if some of you guys kids will have Libra in their chart, or maybe you will work with your kids in the future or something like that. Like as far as you having a business with them, or maybe having a business that you pass down to them, or like I'm just sensing like you having a business possibly surrounding this kid or these kids. I wonder if you'll have two kids. I wonder if you have two kids. But I wouldn't be surprised if you have a business surrounding this kid, or a business that was inspired by this kid, or these kids. I mean, or you working with your kids, or it could even be that your kids become business owners or something like that. I don't know why I keep getting business. Probably because Venus, probably because Venus, but I would not be surprised if there's like a family business situation going on, or y'all make money together somehow, some way. Okay. So, yes, let's get into these cards and see what your kid will be like. So, these first two cards are basically going to give, some traits of your kids. So, we have the leaders. That's funny because this is pile number one. Okay, so this is the leaders. I know how to lead because I know what needs to be done. So your kid is gonna be the leader of the pack. I would not be surprised if your kid is the leader of the pack, where it's like they're the head honcho, and that's why I said like business. I wouldn't be surprised if your kid has a business, they want to start a business, you pass down your business to them, or they do some type of like something that gets them in a leadership position. So yeah, like the CEO of a company, the owner of a company, maybe some type of manager position or something like that. Okay, next card we have the experimenter. Wow, that's funny because this one is 5, and so this one's 23, which equals 5. Okay, so affirmation: I am strong and secure to experiment as I see fit. Okay, so I also wouldn't be surprised if some of your kids end up being like scientists. I don't know how far fetched that is for some of you guys, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys have kids that are scientists, like where they're like on the leading edge of something, where they make certain discoveries. I'm also sensing Aquarius for this group. I said Libra, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some Aquarius, some Sagittarius, since we have Jupiter here. Um, or just maybe all the air signs in general: Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, because I feel like they're thinkers, they're deep thinkers. Oh, also Virgo. um they're deep thinkers, and they're going to be very, very curious. I feel like they're going to be very good in school, and even if they're not good in school, they will be still very smart, still very smart. But I feel like they'll be very good in school, but I feel like they might be bored with school. They might end up being bored with school, or they have their own type of way of learning. Maybe some of you guys have kids with Mercury retrograde in their chart. But I feel like they'll have either their own way of learning or something like that, or they'll just be super curious and be super into science, or super into, I'm also hearing history. Maybe super into history, science. I wouldn't be surprised if they're into the arts, because that gives experimenter as well. So yeah, the science or the arts. I wouldn't be surprised if they're into stuff like that. So if they show an interest in that, you already know. I told you. Okay, so let's see these other cards, if they can tell us the signs that your kids will be, or confirm that this is your pile from these signs. Even if it's not your kids don't have these signs, this could still be the pile for you. And then definitely check their aspects as well, to see if they have any aspects with Venus and Jupiter or something like that. Okay, so we have confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So we have Leo energy showing up. So this definitely makes me think like the arts. I definitely see the arts for them. So they could have Leo in their chart too, or like a fifth house stellium, um, or have a lot of aspects with their sun or something like that. But yeah, definitely leader, the arts or something. I feel like they'll be very, very charismatic. They're gonna be very charismatic. They're gonna be very magnetic. They're gonna draw a lot of people in. They're definitely gonna draw a lot of people in because they're gonna be very charming. Yeah, because we have Venus and Jupiter here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're very, very charming, very attractive. That's because when I say that, I'm not calling nobody's kids ugly or anything like that. But I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if if you already have a kid, people being like, "Oh my God, look at their eyelashes, or look at their hair, or look at oh my God!" Like you probably already get stares in the store if you have a kid, if you have a kid already. But if you don't have kids, I would not be surprised if when you do have kids, they're very, very like so cute, so cute. Okay. Um, Okay, hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. See, I knew there was some business in here. So I would not be surprised if some of your kids have businesses or you pass down a business to them. So we have Capricorn here. So maybe some of your kids have Capricorn as well. This is just so funny because why is this sounding like my kids? This is so wow. So this must be my pile too, y'all. Okay, so um Capricorn. And then let's see. We have step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Okay, so yeah, I definitely think some of your kids are definitely leaders and they'll be very what's the word? They'll be very connected with their North Node. I mean, all of us are connected to our North Node, but I wouldn't be surprised if like maybe from a young age they're already like sure about what they want to do and they're like already feeling connected with their destiny at a young age, like maybe already saying like, "Mommy, Daddy, I want to do this or I want to do that," or like showing very strong natural talents that's connected with their North Node. Maybe they have aspects with their North Node that makes them like really, really connected because our North Node is very, I don't want to say it's very hard, but sometimes it can be hard to connect with it because it's like we're so used to our South Node. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if your kids are connected with their destiny at a very young age, or maybe this is a sign that, like I said, you're gonna pass down a business to them or something like that, or maybe you are already like you are stepping into your North Node as a parent, like you're stepping into your North Node, and this is giving me goosebumps. Maybe as a parent, you're stepping into your North Node because of your kids or something, or like something with your North Node connects with kids, okay? Connects with you being a parent to these type of kids. Like, I hope I'm making sense. Like, and I'm not trying to make this about me. I just want to give you an example because, like I said, this feels like my pile too. But my kids or whatever, my North Node is Capricorn in the sixth house. And from having my kids, I definitely feel connected. Like having them connected me to my North Node because, first of all, they both have Capricorn in their charts. And then the fact that I have sixth house, that my North Node is in the sixth house, they both had health issues that made me be like, okay, I need to look more into health, diet, food. I need to look deeper into that, nutrition, exercise, alternative healing methods. Like because of them, it made me look into that. Even maybe look deeper into spirituality and astrology and stuff like that. And that's all associated with my North Node. So that's what I mean by you guys, your destiny, like your kids of course are connected to your destiny, but I feel like there's something about them that happens with them that makes you be like that, like springs you into action, like, okay, I need to get my life together, or I need to do this, or I need to start looking into that, like, stuff like that. Okay. So these last cards, well, there's quite a few of them. They are basically what your kid is going to need from you. And I just looked at the timer and it said 12:12. So if you feel called to check out group 12:12, which I think is that group 2? I think it's group 2. So yeah, let's see. We have boundaries. Okay. So, well, let me do the next card first. Love. Ah, so yeah, Venus. I wouldn't be surprised if Venus is strong. Like Taurus, Libra, or like a lot of aspects with Venus. Okay, finding. Okay, so the fact that that happens to be right under the North Node card, which I didn't mean to do that, but it makes me think that what your kids are going to need from you is you're going to have to teach them boundaries, especially if they have this Venus energy, or like the fact that I said they're so magnetic and so beautiful or whatever. You're going to have to teach them like, okay, you got to have boundaries. Just because someone says like, oh, they're I want to be your friend, doesn't mean you should just be their friend. Like, teach them boundaries, teach them how to have discernment. I definitely feel like you will have to teach them how to have discernment. Speaking of kids, mine just interrupted me, so I had to pause for a second. But yes, you're gonna have to teach them how to have boundaries when it comes to people. Teach them how to be like no. Teach them how to be um, like be able to tell if someone's like using them, like just discernment. I definitely feel like you are gonna have to teach them discernment. Not that they're gonna just be so helpless. I don't think they're gonna be helpless or anything, but I feel like there are gonna be instances in their life where they tell you about certain situations, and you have to teach them like, yeah, you have to have boundaries. You have to learn how to have boundaries. You have to learn how to um yeah, especially in love, because we have the love card come out. So yeah, the people that they love, they're gonna have to learn boundaries with the people that they love. Okay, and then under, or we also have finding. We also have the finding card. So I also feel like you, like I said earlier, you are connected. Like, you're connecting to your destiny through having these kids, but I also feel like you are helping your kids find their destiny. You and that's what makes me think like I wouldn't be surprised if at a young age they show you interest, like, or show you that they have a natural talent for something or a natural interest in something, and it's meant to spring you into action because you are very much connected to their destiny. Like I say this, and of course it's obvious because you're their parent, but I feel like for example, like I said, not trying to make this for about me, but I know at a young age my parents saw that I was creative. Okay, they saw that I was very creative. They saw that I would be great on stage because I was always performing at home. That I'd be great on stage. That people would always be like, "Oh my God, she's so cute. She needs to do beauty pageants and she needs to be on camera and stuff like that." And from a young age, they put me into things like that. And then I was in beauty pageants and I did acting. The little known fact about me, I did modeling and acting for a long time as a kid. Like, I've been working since I was a baby, okay? This is why I need to retire soon. Anyway, so that's what I mean. Uh, when you start seeing these natural gifts, when you start seeing these natural gifts of theirs, it's to make you get them in line or aligned with their destiny. Okay? So, sorry, I'm ranting. Okay. See, judgment. Oh my God. Like, you're meant to connect them with their higher purpose. Okay? Like, you help them, even though I mean, it seems obvious, but not to everybody. Okay? Like, as a parent, to help their kids with their destiny. But I wouldn't be surprised if your kids have like a higher calling, because we have the leadership card. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if their destiny is associated with being like a leader for many people, like or even being on stage, like helping people raise their consciousness, like something along those lines where it involves being in front of many people. Okay, we have the moon. Yeah, see, you help them find clarity. You help them find clarity. You help them, and then also like boundaries. Like you're gonna have to teach them how to have boundaries, discernment, and then also I feel like teaching them to follow their intuition, because I feel like they're gonna be very intuitive. Because I wouldn't be surprised if you're very intuitive, but you're teaching them to trust their own intuition. Okay, we have Ace of Wands. Yeah, this makes me think of a creator. Like every time I see this, it makes me think of a paintbrush. So I wouldn't be surprised if your kids are super artistic, whether it's like painting, drawing, singing, maybe even like computer graphics, like coding, things like that. So, yes, nurture those creative skills. Look, oh my goodness, look, we got the Empress, and literally we have the Venus symbol on here. So creators, definitely creators, definitely Libra energy in here. Oh yeah, and then Virgo energy in here. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of your kids have Virgo energy, or like Venus in Virgo, Jupiter in Virgo, um, or something like that, or Venus in Libra, Venus in Taurus, something like that. But anyway, yeah, your kid is gonna be super creative, and I feel like one thing they need from you, with that card showing up, is you standing in your power, one, and then you taking care of yourself. I feel like when you take care of them yourself, you're going to teach them it's okay to take care of themselves. Okay, because in society teaches us to go 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 and push push push, and I feel like you need to be that parent that's like, hey, maybe I should take care of myself, and teach my kids like, okay, it's good to have great hygiene, or it's good to like make sure your hair is like looking good, or like you look good. I don't know, because Venus is just always making me think of like self-care and looking good and having like good hygiene, and like just self-care all around, good mental health, things like that. So they're definitely gonna need you to teach them that. Yeah. And they have King of Swords. So King of Swords definitely lets me know, like, yeah, you are meant to help your kid with their destiny, helping them get in line with their destiny. And I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, you are someone that's in the spotlight or something, and then it's like you pass that down to them, or like you teach them how to hone their skills, or something like that, because like this card has to do with someone being an expert at something. So I feel like you will teach your kids to become an expert in whatever field they're in, or like make them take classes, or like show them things that will help them, and then also another thing is they'll need from you is communication, like telling them, hey, don't do that, or hey, you should do that, or like explaining things to them, because a lot of times people don't explain things to their kids. They be thinking, oh, they're too young, or they no, I feel like your kid is very aware. Your kid is very very aware, even if they don't say everything that they know, they're very very aware. So definitely make sure you're explaining things to them, talking to them, getting to know them, and know their life, because um they need that. They need someone to show interest in them. And of course, like I said, I'm that's kind of obvious, as a parent, but think of a lot of parents that don't show interest in their kids' hobbies, or trying to get to really know them on a deep level and what's going on with their life. Like it's so important to communicate with them and understand what's going on in their life, because when they get older, you're not going to be there for every single moment. So it's important for you to have that clear line of communication, so they'll always let you know when there's a problem, and you won't have to guess, okay? Especially if there's like something kind of going wrong with them, and then you know, they'll have someone to talk to instead of feeling like they're all alone and then they do something crazy, you know? Um, so yeah, y'all, that was your reading pile number one. If it resonated with you, please hit that like button. Oh, also leave me a butterfly emoji. Okay, a butterfly emoji if you stayed for the this whole reading. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Make sure, if you, well, not make sure, if you feel called to tip your girl, the virtual tip jar is in the description and in my comment section. Also make sure you go to housemystik.com if you want to book a reading or check out any of my art. I paint on bags, I paint on canvases, I paint on a lot of stuff, okay? And I have upcycled clothing, you know, things like that. Definitely check out housemystik.com if you're into art, decor, and fashion. Okay, and then also the Mystik Collective app. Definitely check that out if you're interested in getting exclusive content from me, and also if you want to connect with other like-minded mystics like yourself. Okay, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number two with the orange calcite, and then with the symbols for Uranus and the sun, and then 1212. Okay, then we're gonna put that up there. And then before we get into the reading, let me just go ahead and read what number 1212 means and see how that ties in with the reading. Oh yeah, I said that in pile number one. So if you felt called towards pile number one, definitely check it out, because I think the number 1212 came up because of my timer. So anyway, angel number 1212 is a message from your angels that you are to stay focused on your highest expectations as the angels and the universal energies work behind the scenes, helping you to manifest your wants and needs, goals, and desires. Angel number 1212 is a powerful sign that you are to step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, some of this is sounding like pile number one. So if you feel called to pile number one, definitely check it out. And let's see. Yeah, angel number 1212. Wait. Okay, whoa. Okay. Angel number 1212 is a powerful sign that you are to step out of your comfort zone and take new directions and or begin new projects and ventures that you have been wanting to do for a long time now. Angel number 1212 encourages us to release our fears and apprehensions and get on with pursuing our passions and purpose. Angel number 1212 asks you to stay on a positive path and to use your natural skills, talents, and abilities to their utmost for the benefit of yourself and others. Use positive affirmations and visualizations to enhance energies and draw them towards you. The more you focus on the positives, the quicker they are manifested into your reality. Okay, so this is kind of making me think of what I said to the people for pile number one. If you have been wondering, because some of you guys could be wondering, will you ever have kids? And I feel like this reading is meant to be confirmation for you and to tell you what your kids will be like. But it's also making me think that your kids are going to be very talented. I mean, we have Uranus and the sun here, and we have orange calcite. So this is definitely, like, I kind of said that in the first group, but I feel like definitely group number two, y'all kids are like gifted. And because I know I said the in the other one I said like the arts and scientists, but in this one I definitely feel like the arts, like the arts. Like I'm not getting anything else right now. I feel like your kids are gonna be very gifted in the arts, but it's gonna be like different types of art. Maybe they can sing, but they can also act, but they can also draw, but they can also design stuff. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if your kids are like extremely creative and you are meant to help them with like kind of organizing, maybe like organizing their gifts and skills because they have so many. And maybe you're like that too. Maybe you're like that too, where you have many different interests that call to you, and you in your lifetime had to be like, okay, let me organize myself and find a way to bring all these gifts together, or something like that. And I feel like that's a lot of you guys, or a lot of you guys as kids, where they're gonna have many gifts and skills, and you're going to be the one to help them be like, okay, I see you have these skills, so let's see how we can put it all together. Okay? Or that's, or that's what you should do. Okay. So, yeah, I'm just getting creative genius so far. Okay. So, let's see. The first two cards are going to tell us a little more about your kid. Okay. So, we have Warrior, the Warrior. Affirmation: I ask for what I want because I deserve to get what I want. Okay, so this is already this is already giving me the vibes, and this is definitely reminding me of my child. Your kid is probably very demanding, or they will be. They will be very demanding, where it's like, even if you're, because I don't even think it's going to be something that you necessarily taught your child, like, oh, be demanding. It's going to be like they're naturally demanding since day one, okay? Where it's like they want what they want and they want it now. They're probably going to be very, very vocal, very vocal, like, I like this, I don't like this, or vocal as in like saying certain things where you have to be like, hey, don't say that. You can't say everything that you're thinking. So I wouldn't be surprised if your child has Uranus energy, because, okay. Trust me, both of my kids have Aquarius in their chart. Okay, my youngest is an Aquarius sun, and then my oldest is an Aquarius moon. Okay. Demanding. Okay, demanding. But also, like, because I'm not going to say all Aquarius people are demanding. I think there's other things in their chart that make them demanding. But they definitely, well, my oldest definitely says how he feels. And I be having to be like, bro, stop it right now. Okay, so maybe some of you kids have, I said some of your kids have Aquarius energy, because the Aquarius, they gonna tell you how it is whether you like it or not. Okay, they gonna tell you how it is whether you like it or not. Okay, so I definitely feel like your kids are gonna be very vocal on what they like, what they don't like, who they don't like, if things don't look good, or if it's messy, if it stinks, if it's whatever it is. Them kids, they gonna tell you how it is, and sometimes it might upset you or some other people. And then as I was looking at my timer, I saw the number 654, and I'm obsessed with angel numbers, as y'all can tell, but 654 has to do with travel. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if your kid is super into travel. Maybe they love to be outside. They love when you take them on walks. They probably might be into sports, because we do have the Warrior here. So along with those creative skills, they may be into sports as well, or just very active, very active. I wouldn't be surprised if in human design they're like a manifesting generator, or they will be, or something, but just a generator, but they're going to be very energetic. Okay, so we also have communicator. Yo, it says, I remember that my words can have multiple meanings. Didn't I just say, this is giving me goosebumps. Didn't I just say, them kids gonna tell you how it is whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. And there's definitely gonna be some times where you're like, so and so, be quiet. Like, be quiet. You can't say that. Like, you can't, You can't say that. I know you're thinking of it, but you could just keep that part to yourself. Like, of course, not just like teaching them to withhold their feelings and like keep everything inside, but like, I feel like they're just gonna have some crazy stuff to say, and you're just like, hmm, maybe you shouldn't say that. Maybe you shouldn't say that. Okay, so let's see their signs. Let's see what signs come up for them. Okay, so we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So the Pisces definitely could be a sign in your kid's chart, or maybe they have strong Neptune aspects, like Sun trine Neptune, or Neptune conjunct something, Neptune in the, what's a powerful place, Neptune in the 10th, or Neptune in the 1st, or like maybe like Neptune in the angular houses, which are 1st, 7th, 10th, and 4th. Okay, so maybe having Neptune in one of those places, or Pisces, or strong aspects with Neptune. Okay, so, and it's definitely giving artsy. Okay, it's definitely giving artsy, and since it's a mutable sign, definitely multi-talented. Okay, show the show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. I swear, y'all, I don't be looking at the cards when I pick them. Okay, and I did a whole spiel about Aquarius. I did a whole spiel about Aquarius. So yeah, them kids gonna tell it like it is, because even how it says show the world the real you, they gonna keep it real. They gonna keep it real whether you like it or not, or you have to sometimes be like, hey, shh. But you'll always get the truth from them, okay? Even if, like, sometimes kids tell little white lies, but I feel like you definitely gonna know how they feel, and they're definitely not gonna hide how they feel. Okay. So yeah, they could have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe strong aspects with Uranus, or Uranus in one of the angular houses, the 1st, the 4th, the 7th, or the 10th. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. Emotions are running high, super moon. So your kids are going to be super intuitive. So yeah, Pisces and Aquarius are both super, super intuitive signs. So I would not be surprised if your kid, and like I said, like, they tell it how it is. So I would not be surprised if, like, your kid ends up coming to you like, mom, dad, and say like this certain thing where you're just like, how did they know that? And it's because they intuitively pick up on things. Or don't be surprised if they be like, mom, dad, I had this interesting dream, maybe about their past lives, about portals. That reminds me of my son. Like, he was having dreams about portals. He's only 6. But he said this when he was like 5. He was either 4 or 5 when he said that. And I'm like, how does this boy know about portals? It's going to be stuff like that where you're just like, how do they know that? Like, how do they know that? Okay, this is kind of reminding me of pile number 1. So if you feel called to check out pile number 1, definitely check that out. But you're definitely going to be like, how do they know that? But I also feel like your kid might be extremely moody. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing if you teach them how to get in control of their emotions, where they don't let their emotions run them, But I wouldn't be surprised if they're like really moody, or yeah, really moody. But also, yeah, I feel like it's going to be important for you to teach them how to, like, use their emotions productively. Not saying like to like not feel how they feel, but like use it productively, because like, how, I don't know how the rest of you are, but if you know how it is when you're feeling emotional about something. If you're like me, you're going to sit there in those emotions. You're going to sit there. You're going to be angry. You're going to be upset. You're going to not want to talk to anybody, but, teach them how to channel. I feel like it's important for you to teach them how to channel those strong emotions, especially if they are, emotional authorities, like, because, we're talking about I was talking about human design earlier, especially if they are manifesting generators or generators, a lot of the times those human design people, they usually have like sacral authority or solar plexus authority, which is emotional authority. Okay, but not all the time. I don't think it's all the time that they have that, but I noticed a lot of people that have that like manifesting generators or generators, they usually have like sacral or emotional authorities. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna teach them how to be in control of their emotions, or like use them productively, or channel their emotions into something. So that's why I wouldn't be surprised if they are into the arts. Like I'm definitely feeling artist. Okay, artist. I was getting scientist with the other group I told y'all to pick, but I feel like art. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if they are into art or sports, because that's another way to channel strong emotions. So yeah, getting them outside, getting them to move their body, getting them to channel their feelings into something. Okay, I feel like that's really important for you to teach them. Okay, but I mean, these next few cards are basically what they're gonna need from you, but I feel like I kind of already touched on that. But let's see what the card says. Well-being. Okay, so yeah, I would not be surprised if they're into sports. Okay, if they're into sports. Okay, so yeah, well-being definitely also makes me think of what I said as far as like their emotions, teaching them how to channel their emotions into something productive, which definitely could be like sports, okay, or into the arts, so that they're not just having these pent up emotions. Like you definitely need to get them to move their body, because I feel like especially for this group, it's so important for them to move their body and to get moving, because that's going to help them with shaking off a lot of heaviness, especially if they fall into sadness or depression, or well, as a kid. Well, I was going to say as a kid, can you be depressed? But yes, you can be depressed as a kid. But especially if they've seen you and their father, or you and their mother go through a lot, or they've seen you and the other parent go through a lot together, or maybe if you and the parent are not together, like it weighs on them, even though you may not necessarily notice it may not be apparent at first, but it weighs on them. So I feel like it's so important that you get them to move their body or to express their emotions through something, especially the arts. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we also have truth. So yeah, and literally this is about to be under the Aquarius card. And what did I say? They gonna tell it. They gonna tell it. Okay, they gonna tell it how it is. They gonna tell it how it is. So I feel like for you, it's important to encourage them to tell the truth. It's important to encourage them to speak their truth and to live their truth, especially because we have the sun and Uranus. I feel like with both of those planets, when those are powerful planets in your chart, it's so important for you to live your truth. It's so important to live your truth, because it's like people with those aspects, or with Uranus, even I keep wanting to say Leo. Well, I mean that's a sign that the sun rules, but it's so important for you to encourage these children to live their truth, because it's like when they aren't living their truth, it's like it makes them fall into depression when they're not able to live their truth and to express themselves how they want to. It makes them fall into depression. So it's so important for you to, like, when they do say things that are off the wall, like, even though it's like, boy, girl, why, stop it. You know what I mean? But don't discourage them from being that expressive person that they really are, because it'll make them fall into depression, and then it'll like make them feel like they can't like be themselves, and then it like eats away at them. Like it's so important for them to have room to be themselves, no matter how. I don't even want to say weird. I don't even want to say weird because that has a negative connotation. Um, I would say no matter how different, okay, no matter how different they are from others, encourage them to be unique. Like, oh, unique? Okay. I'm hearing Alien Superstar by Beyonce. Love that song. But I, I'm feeling like that's them. They're like an alien superstar. They're gonna not feel the same as other people because either they're gonna like have unique features, even though they're gonna be definitely gonna be beautiful. They're either gonna have unique features or they're gonna have a unique lifestyle where it's like, because I wouldn't be surprised if like, well, since you're watching this, I'm sure you're into spirituality, so maybe they're gonna be that hippie kid, and other people are gonna be kind of like, oh, there go that hippie kid, like something about them is gonna be different from their peers. So teach them that it's okay to be different. Teach them to not be a follower. Teach them, that them being unique is the best thing that they could ever do with their lives, is be different from other people. Okay. Aw, we got home. I love that. Okay. So I feel like another thing that they're gonna need from you is a clean home. And not saying that your home is not clean. I'm not saying that, but it's like they're very sensitive to their environment. It's like it's giving that they're very sensitive to their environment. So it's super important that like you have a home that is, I would say, clean. I would say clean, but also stuff that's like, or like a home that is peaceful, a home that is very, that feels good to come, like where they feel safe, okay, where they feel safe. Because I feel like their home, something about their home is really, really important. Or like if you've been in a chaotic living situation, it's important that you get out of that chaotic living situation and get them into an environment that makes them feel safe. Okay, and they probably need like a quiet, especially because Pisces here, they need quiet, they need peace and quiet. Okay, even though they are going to be very energetic, but I feel like their home is going to be where they rejuvenate themselves and they recuperate from being sick. Think about your home. Think about your home. It's like your safe haven, okay? But their home is going to be so important to them, even though you may not realize it, but home is super, super, super duper important because that's where they feel safe and sound. So make sure you have a stable home. And I feel like even though they're going to, I think I said travel earlier. Was that for y'all? Yeah, I said travel earlier. They're going to enjoy traveling. They're going to enjoy moving around. They're going to enjoy being outside and stuff like that. But they need that base. They need that home where it's like after they come back, but like after they're done traveling, after they're done being all active in the world, they come back here and recharge their batteries. And even like when they get older and they move away from home, the home that you have as a parent, they're always going to come back. They're always going to come back either to live with you or either just to be there because that's their safe haven. And just come to chill. Like, I feel like y'all are going to have a very close relationship where it's like they're at your house every day. Okay. So last few cards, we have Three of Pentacles. Look, she's literally painting. She's literally drawing on here. I like I said, I would not be surprised if the arts, like, yes. And writing, I'm also sensing writing. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so education. Definitely encourage them to go to school. I mean, of course, I'm sure you're going to put them in school, but like going to college and like furthering their knowledge. That's so funny. I was literally just talking with myself. Oh, let me not even trail off of what I'm talking about, but yes, education. Ace of Swords. Yeah, like I feel like you are definitely going to be that one that encourages them to follow follow their intuition, but also to further their knowledge. Like teach them to always be curious and speak their truth, like, and to live their truth. Okay, King of Cups. Yeah, I would not be surprised if they're into the arts. Okay, and then last but bro, we literally have Queen of Cups. Definitely the arts, but you know what's interesting? We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. This is definitely making me think that it's so important for them to have a stable home, like, and to see positive relationships. So if you are currently with your partner, I feel like y'all's relationship is so important for them to see love in this relationship. And even if you're not with the if with your child's parents, um it's going to be so important that they see a harmonious relationship between you guys, where it's like there's not drama with with each parent, where they're like fighting and bickering and stuff like that. It's so important that they see that harmonious relationship between you guys, whether y'all are together or not. But I do feel like a lot of you guys may be with your child's father, and or with your child's mother, and yeah, the relationship is super important. Okay, and them seeing the love between you guys and seeing that you guys have a happy home, things like that is super important for them, because it's going to affect their relationships in the future. Okay, so anyway, super long. I didn't mean to make this so long, but if you stuck around, let me get a moon emoji. Okay, let me get a moon emoji to represent this super moon card. Okay, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Also, make sure to, if you feel called to tip your girl, hit up my virtual tip jar. The links are in my description and also in my comment section. And also make sure you go to housemystik.com. If you are super into art, decor, and fashion, yes, I paint on canvas, I paint on clothes, I make decor, all that good stuff. If you're interested in booking a reading, that's on my website too. And then also the Mystik Collective app. If you feel called to join the Mystik Collective, definitely check out that link in the description. It's a safe space for mystics to connect with each other and to learn how to master their own gifts, and also get exclusive content from me. Okay, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, those of you that chose pile number 3 with this symbol, Mars, and the symbol for the moon, and 1313, the number, and then also the smoky quartz crystal. Okay, so yeah, let's get into what your future kids will be like. So I'm going to hold on, read to y'all the number. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Okay. So, angel number 1313 is an indication from your angels that they are helping you to gain a positive and optimistic outlook, and are helping to empower you so that you can walk your chosen path with confidence and grace, and suggest that the ascended masters are working with you on your thought processes to enable you to make the highest and wisest choices. Be prepared to expand and develop your personal spirituality in new and exciting ways, and look for opportunities to creatively express yourself from the heart. Use your natural interests, talents, and personality to bring joy and upliftment to others. Angel number 1313 is a message from your angels that the strong connection you have with the angelic realm and the ascended masters is assisting you with staying positive, light, and optimistic about your life. Pay close attention to your intuition and inner wisdom as you are being angelically guided towards the next steps along your path. Trust the messages and promptings, and take positive action with confidence and enthusiasm. Angel number 1313 indicates that you are surrounded by loving, positive energies, Make the most of these wonderfully auspicious energies and use them creatively to your advantage and to the advantage of others. It is time to live your truths and express yourself with clarity, purpose, and love, and be a positive light to others. Wow. Well, that was a mouthful. That was a mouthful, but I feel like that was a message for you as a parent. Like, even though I was trying to connect the numbers with the, with the message as far as like who your child will be, like, but I feel like that's for you as a parent. You watching this, like, I feel like your spirit guides want you to really believe in yourself with some type of project or something that you're doing or something that you're currently like expanding, certain changes you're starting to make and stuff. And they want you to trust it because it's a big part of your purpose. And I feel like you're gonna be passing down this knowledge to your kids, or something that you're about to do is a big part of their purpose. Like, not that, like, because of course as a parent you're already a big part of their purpose. But it's like something like you're meant for big things. I feel like you as a parent, I need to speak to you first, okay? You are meant for big things. You're meant to like have generational wealth. I kind of talked about this in pile number one. So if you felt called to pile number one, check it out. But you as a parent, like, you're meant to be big. You're meant to be huge, or like be in like a very powerful position or something. And it's like directly going to affect your kids in like a very positive way, where it's like you're creating generational wealth, or it's like something that you do is like, I keep saying like, sorry, but something that you end up doing it ends up being really important and a part of their purpose. So, okay, a few things I'm getting, like I said, you as a parent, you could be into something like, maybe you're an artist or like a content creator or or an entrepreneur, or like wanting to be some type of leader, like the head of a company, like but it's like you it's like something that you're about to create, or maybe you're already in the process of creating, maybe you've already been doing this. It's like it changes your life forever for the better, and then it's like it changes your kids' life for the better, as far as like they will never see struggle, you know? Because I don't know if you ever experienced struggle, or maybe your parents or your ancestors, or something like that. But it's like, yeah, I don't know why I just felt called to say that. Okay. I ain't even okay. And then, oh, another thing, it's like I also feel like something okay, let's just, because I'm gonna get long-winded, and let's just, yeah. So anyway, your kids, they could have Mars energy in their chart, maybe moon energy, and maybe that's why you were already drawn to these symbols or whatever. So like Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, I'm even hearing Capricorn. But if your kids are not any of those, that doesn't mean this is not your pile. But yeah, let's get into it, and let's see these first two cards. All right, so we have the, hold on, wait, no, before I read this card, I swear to you, when I was reading that number, I kept thinking like, is their kid like an angel or something, like an earth angel or something like that? But I forgot to say it because I went on that whole spiel about like, hey, parent, you're important, because you are. But no, I was literally thinking, no, this kid is like an angel, where they came here to bring joy, and like, And you're an angel too, like an earth angel or something. You came to bring joy and raise the consciousness of like the collective or something. Yeah, anyway, so we have angel, which is number 12. Okay. So, affirmation, I have faith in my ability to help myself and others. So, yeah, definitely. And then it's funny that it's the number 12 because we have Mars and Moon here. And one makes me think of like, Aries, that Aries energy. And then two, the number two is associated with the moon. So is the number 13. So, yeah, your kid is meant to also do some important things. And I feel like something that you do, it's like, I really feel like you are here to raise the consciousness of humanity. Like, I feel like it's specific people that's going to pick this pile. Like, you are here to raise the consciousness, like, of humanity and, like, I keep saying like. But no, seriously, you came here to either teach people about like astrology or crystals or Reiki, healing, like alternative methods of healing. And I also wanted to say like I wonder if some of your kids end up having like a certain issue. I keep saying like but if your kid ends up having some type of issue, even if it's not permanent, or maybe if it's something permanent, or you experience something with them with their childhood, I feel like something like that ends up happening that calls you into your purpose or something. But it also makes me think like your kids are also here to raise the consciousness. Like before I started doing this reading, I kept hearing starseed. I kept hearing starseed, 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 and I also kept hearing starseed mama or like starseed, like I kept hearing that. But yeah, like your kid is here to do big things. There's specific people that's gonna be picking this pile. And when I say big things, it could be in any field. It could literally be like, it could be them being like an artist or a doctor or a scientist or a something. It could be anything like that, but they're here to make leaps and strides in whatever field they choose to go in because they're going to be an authority in their field. So yeah, I think earlier, did I say Capricorn? Yeah, I did say Capricorn. I said Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, but they're here to do like big things, and so are you. Okay, so are you. You're here to do big things, and oh, I got chills. I just love that. I was just like, what's about to happen? So let's move on. Okay, so we have the Sovereign. Wow, 43. I am my authentic self and no one has dominion over me. Oh my goodness. Aquarius, is Aquarius in here? And Taurus. But yeah, your kids are meant to do big things and they're going to be a little rebel. I wouldn't be surprised if they're very mischievous. But not it, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. I don't think it's going to be a bad thing, but I definitely feel like they are highly intelligent. That's another thing I kept thinking before, cuz like if you notice the difference, I don't know if you what other piles you watch, but as you can see, it's lighter in here now because the third pile, I definitely took a break, did some stuff, I ate, I walked around, I smoked a blunt, and yeah, and I kept having thoughts about like, okay, so this next reading, what they gonna say, or what do you have to say, Spirit, about these next kids? But yeah, that's something that kept coming. I kept thinking like highly intelligent and like being an authority in their field, whatever field they choose. They could be a lawyer, they could be a police officer, they could be a firefighter, something like that. But I definitely feel like they are meant to be leaders that help people in some way. Maybe a humanitarian. Maybe you're a humanitarian, or you want to do something where you help the collective, whether it's spirituality. I wouldn't be surprised if your kids had a career in spirituality where they talked about like astrology or something like that. But it could also be, like I said, a lawyer. They could be an artist. They could be, but I feel like whatever field they end up choosing, they're going to be the top dog. Like they going to be calling shots. Definitely calling shots. Okay. So let's see what signs come up as far as like what these kids may be, or to confirm your pile. Okay, so we have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Okay, so yes, I said highly intelligent. Look, we got Gemini here. Highly intelligent. Oh, did I even show y'all the card? Gemini. Okay, it doesn't want to focus right now. But whatever. Okay, so bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. I definitely said Aquarius. So, like, yeah. So, look, we already got 2 air signs. Highly intelligent. Highly intelligent. So, they could be, like I said, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer. But we also have these air signs on the table. Like, or they have aspects to the moon, to Mars, Uranus, Mercury. Oh, I knew it. Look, we have it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Yeah. I said it. Anyway, it's time to release negativity. I definitely feel like they are here to raise the consciousness of humanity. And so are you. I keep saying that, but no, seriously. And it doesn't even have to be like you getting on YouTube and doing that. I do feel like a lot of you would get on YouTube or Instagram or some type of social media platform, a podcast, a book, a song, something where you're talking about some real shit. Or like being an advocate or something like that. But I also feel like your kids, because I feel like there's multiple. I wonder if it's 3 for some of you. Well, if you're wondering how many kids you'll have, 3. Possibly. Either 3 or just 1. Or, I mean, this is just a guess. But that's what I'm getting. Because some of you already have 3 kids. Or you just have 1 kid. Or if you're wondering what you'll have, for some of you it would be 1. For some of you, I think it'd be 3. Yeah. So, yeah, that's funny. Look, we got 3 flames, 3 crystals. Yeah, 3. For some of you guys, 3. For real. Okay, so anywho. Let's see. So what will your kid need from you? What will they need from you? Manifestation. Oh my goodness. Some of y'all kids, man. Like I said, here to raise the consciousness of humanity. I already know. And then even how her hand is just like raised up like that, and it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if some of your kids are dancers. Like it looks like she's like, like the 70s dance when they're like, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, they're meant to do big things. I definitely think they're meant to do big things or be like a leader in their field. And I also would not be surprised if they're dancers or something like that. But they're meant to be leaders, and they're meant to raise awareness about something. It could be spirituality, like I said, but it could be like they're a scientist and they make some type of discovery and they're like, okay, so the world needs to be aware of this. Or, something. I just know they're going to be the top dog in their field, and they're going to do things differently than it was done before. Okay? So encourage their uniqueness. Encourage their uniqueness. Okay, so confidence. Look, what did I just say? I just said encourage their uniqueness, okay? Like encourage them. And I also feel like fashion, I wouldn't be surprised if some of your kids are like models or fashionistas, like, and just swaggy, like effortlessly. I'm wondering if yours swaggy effortlessly. Like Beyonce says, like oh no, seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if some of your kids are, influencers or models or like YouTubers or something where they're just their face is seen, their fashion sense is seen, or they like give their opinions on stuff. Your kid is very opinionated. I already sense that. Like they're definitely opinionated. Let's see, what else am I getting? Let's see. Reconciliation. So your kid. Oh my goodness, why is this pile hitting for me too though? Because another thing I feel like is interesting about your kids, your kid, is they they make you get back in touch with your inner child, help you heal your inner child. They help you heal your inner child or something. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if like some of like you and your kids, maybe y'all have the same like sun, same moon, same rising, same, yeah. I say that because it's like I one of my favorite astrologers on YouTube, not YouTube, Instagram, Umi Genevieve. Okay. Anyway, let me not trail off because y'all know I'll start talking about some other shit. Anyway, she was basically talking about how when our kids tend to have, like when they have the same like certain sign as you, like the same sun, same moon, something like that, same rising, or it kind of gives you like a do-over of what you wanted your childhood to be like. I mean, I feel like being a parent, in general, that's helping you heal from childhood trauma, because it's like you get to be the parent that you didn't have, but it's like I feel like that's a theme. It's like a theme for you, because I feel like I've been having a lot of messages for the parents in this pile. Okay, it's like this is really a theme for you, healing your inner child. Okay, they help you connect back with your inner child. Like maybe it ends up getting you back into certain talents that you forgot that you had, or it helps you get into certain hobbies and things like that. But another thing, I feel like they help you if there's been a strain between you and your family because you did have a weird upbringing, or like a strained relationships with your parents or something like that. I feel like they help to bring you back to or help with forgiving your parents, whether they're in your life or not. But I feel like it ends up bringing a lot of you guys back not in tune, but like, what am I trying to say? It helps you, it brings you guys back together. If there's been a rift, it brings you back to your family. So I'm wondering if some of you guys have like the same moon, or they're in your fourth house, meaning like there's sun, moon, or rising, sun, moon, well, not rising, sun, moon, Venus, Mercury, the planets, just not the rising, in your house cusp somewhere. That's a topic for another video. Okay, because I'm gonna just go on and on. Anyway, because there's something about them helping you or helping them bring you back to your family, or bring you back to your inner child, or maybe there's a co-parenting relationship between you and your children's father, but and they bring you guys together, But I'm really feeling like for a lot of you guys, it helps with either healing your inner child, bringing you back to your old talents, or bringing you back to your family, or, something like that, or back to your authentic self. Oh, yes, because we have, yes, okay. It brings you back to your authentic self. Okay, so that's why I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you on here have like creative talents, like as parents. You guys have certain creative talents or have certain big goals and dreams and stuff that having kids inspired you to take action on. Okay. Okay. That was a mouthful. Okay, so I still have a whole bunch of cards. Well, actually not a bunch, but quite a few. Okay, so bear with me, y'all. So look, we have the Hermit. So, see, I just need to say what I be thinking, okay? Because I was thinking Virgo when I said that thing about Beyonce. I was like, okay, maybe some of them are Virgos because, Virgos, we be swaggy. Okay, we be swaggy effortlessly. Okay. But yes, some of your kids can have Virgo in their chart. I feel like they're going to be very smart, like I said. The Sun. Oh, yes. See, they're raising consciousness, okay? They're raising consciousness, and they're also meant to be in the spotlight. Yes. So if your kids are saying, "Hey, mom, I want to get on YouTube," or "Hey, mom, I want to do music," or "Hey, I want to do," or you're noticing that they have a natural gift for those things, do it, because your kids, y'all come back when your kids are a little older and let me know. Tell me the story because I already know they're going to be successful. I already know. Justice. Okay, so yeah, some of them could be like a lawyer. I think I said that earlier. I said a lawyer. They could be a police officer. They could be something where it's like they bring new energy to that field. They bring new energy to that field. And then I also feel like they bring people together. Like they either brought you back to your family, like I said. There's maybe a co-parenting situation going on where you're not with your child's father or mother. I think I said father earlier and just not saying mother. But yeah, they could bring people together, or they bring people together through their talent. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do music or something like that where they bring people together. Okay, so 10 of Wands. Okay, your kids are gonna have your kid's gonna have a lot of talent. You're gonna have to help them like figure things out where it's like they have direction, because I feel like they're going to have a lot of talent, but you're going to have to help them with direction because they may have too many interests, and you're going to help them narrow it down. Well, not narrow it down. Well, yeah, kind of narrow it down, but like bring them together. If that makes sense. And then, see, look, we literally have the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, come back and tell me the story and be like, yeah, Twan said my kid was going to be successful, and then they were. Because I know. I already know, okay? So let me not hold y'all too long. If you've been here this whole reading, I want you to leave a scorpion emoji for the Scorpio release negativity card, okay? So yes, if this reading resonated with you, please hit that like button. Please, please, please. So more people can see this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Make sure, what else? Yeah, if you feel called to tip your girl, definitely go to the virtual tip jar. The links are in my description or in my comment section. And then also make sure you go to housemystik.com if you are super into art, decor, and fashion. Definitely check it out so you could be swaggy effortlessly, okay? Like Beyonce said. Okay, let me stop playing. Okay, and the last thing is, if you feel called to join your girl and other mystics like yourself to learn how to master your own spiritual gifts, definitely check out the Mystik Collective app. The link is in my description, okay? And yes, make sure you come back and see me, all right? Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.